And another selection, we'll stay with the Western Europe for one. Again, I don't want just to play a single mission and immediately defend against the US Army. This is going to be painful. It's going to be airstrikes and artillery up the wazoo. Loon will. Barge carriers. What? That's that's not a truck. I think barge carrier is something that you can use to move across water. The weaponry on these is too not good enough. Too expensive. Yeah, 66 points. That's you can't get anything with that. We'll buy a lot of mines. Infantry first. Okay, engineers. How much are they? 24. Rifle platoon is only 20. How much mines do we have? Okay, a couple of rifle platoons. Well, at least one. No, two. And then I need at least. That was all the mines we can buy. Okay, so snipers. 6 snipers is a bit too much though. Anti-tank? Yeah, now snipers. The infantry anti-tank isn't gonna be all that useful. But it's a cheap thing to buy. Oh, this is gonna be bad. If you put anything on those hills, they're gonna get wiped out. AA guns. We're gonna put them in very protected areas. Yeah, they're very hard to destroy by tank fire. Spread them around a bit. No, I don't like this position. To be a bit closer to the actual targets. If we put them in the middle of the forest, they won't be able to fire on any enemy aircraft. So this is gonna have to be it. This and this, yeah, this isn't a bad place to put them. Again, I don't want them to have great lines of fire. So I don't want the enemy to be able to fire on them. Put them here, here. What's the visibility? 43. And to somewhere here where we can give a little fire support for those if the enemy comes here, and it will. Have 40 build points, that's quite a lot, but not that much. We'll crap. want to keep the tanks in the forest for now. Although we can dig in. He can't see crap. Ah, yeah, we need to think about the positioning a bit more. But nothing there. It's just that there's gonna be bombardments and airstrikes, and you get the idea. It's gonna be a death trap to be there. Okay, where are you going to be positioned? Somewhere here. Somewhere fairly close. Anti-tank guys, we have 3 of them. No, we'll position the troops after we have figured out what to do with the infantry. We need quite a bit here. We're giving up these sites quite easily. I do want the infantry to be in front of the tanks. Rough terrain, that's fine. Rough, rough. Okay. Same with here. Nothing here. No, not even tanks can shoot there. That's a bit of a problem. It can't really be helped. I'm somewhat afraid of the artillery it can bring on us. Do have to put some kind of troops here. It is a rough terrain with trees, but this might not be a bad place to put actual decent amounts of units. We are dug in, so it's not that simple to get rid of us. Same with here. You go to the rough terrain. Again, dug in, not easy to get rid of us. And it'll pretty much ensure that we can we'll have troops at least one of these sites. We have 3 of these. Don't have much troops here. So snipers. You're gonna be spotters, and that's all you're gonna be. Need someone here. But I don't need someone there. I need someone here. And someone there, and perhaps someone here who isn't deeply entrenched. Okay, we're dug in. I'd imagine this formation is pretty bad though, because if they come from the top and bombard, we're gonna be all annihilated, so let's spread out a bit. Yeah, something like that. And we do have 40 build points. We could try that dragon teeth. Yeah, I think that's an anti-tank obstruction, so you can't move. You can't move there with your tank. But they're totally harmless too. Need engineers to blow them up. I think they'll be disarmed in the same way that mines will be. Since we're giving up these places quite easily, I think it might be worth mining them up. I want tank obstructions. That's an interesting question. We might be able to force them to go around places and go into minefields. We also want those minefields to be somewhere where we can shoot at the enemy. So it's not gonna really work. Again, rough terrain, they're very unlikely to drive tanks into rough terrain. Clear, clear. They're coming through there. To have a couple of mines here. Not in. I want to force their infantry out a bit. Ah. I'm not sure how to use up these mines. We could try to just protect the ambushing units. Six more. This is a dangerous place because we're gonna be pulling back. But here, basically, there's only infantry here, and we're giving up this place free. I don't think that's necessary. Another line of mines here. I'm more inclined to defend this place because We have a decent army on the south end, and this is guaranteed to be attacked. They might just come right through here. Okay. We'll put up 5 mines here. It's not gonna be much. It's something on the ridge. Here on the ridge you risk getting exploded by a mine. Okay. Deployment done. Yeah. Let's get started. Seems they're coming from the middle and from the south. Crap. This is bad. Because I didn't have time to change the AA gun ranges, so now they wasted all of their shots there. And they have revealed themselves. Yeah, major push on the south and the center, that seems what they're trying to do. Absolutely no chance of getting hits on them. They're bombarding this place. Yeah, huge amount of artillery here. Oh crap. But and the bombardment continues. If there's a way to select ranges for your units before at the deployment phase, I don't know it. But it would certainly be very helpful. Because at max range your AA guns will never hit anyway, so you have to drop the range to at least half before they start firing. That way you can guarantee some form of accuracy on them. Set range up. We'll set it to quarter. With these, half is probably just fine. How much is it? It's 10. Yeah, that's that's better. They're positioned in a way that their longer range is justified. Tiger set range, and don't bother shooting anything over 30 hexes. I think 1/4 is better. Because this is a reaction fire only. Buttoned. Okay, we're gonna move this guy a little bit. Standing in the hex that's on fire will automatically suppress you. And we don't want he's a command unit, so we don't want him to freak out too badly. Seeing anything? Well, actually we're not seeing anything, there's so much smoke here. Okay, we are pulling out from the city or the flag. It's insanity to stay here. I thought it might not be that bad since we're dug in, but no, it's bad. Age group, set range. Now we'll keep it at 1. We need to adjust it probably very quickly. I group, set range 1. And J group 1. Not much point in adjusting with these. Okay. Do have the snipers. Please don't shoot at things. That's not what you're here for. Hey, now they're target the AA guns because they have revealed themselves. I might have bought trucks for them. So once they fire we can move them, but I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed to do massive artillery strikes on the AA guns. I'm prepared to lose them all. That's not exactly a rare thing to happen on the bend missions. Bend and assaults are the worst. I think defend is actually a bit worse because the enemy has such a huge number of airstrikes and artillery that you're guaranteed to take losses if only from them. With assault you have that option, so you're in a much better place. Now we are starting to see enemy units. Uh, Push from the center and south, yeah. And now it starts. Nothing can survive this bombard, yeah. I hate the fact that we sort of gave up our position before we had the time to adjust the ranges. Half-track assault. Engineers. Half-track assault, so again, not much we can do. We need to move. It's not an acceptable place to be. And I'd rather move away from these AA guns. They're gonna be fired on heavily, so I haven't played a defense mission in a long time, so I forgot some of the basics. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be getting hit every round with a bombardment. It's not gonna be good for our morale. Yeah, we'll have to abandon the fortified positions. Here we can't see anything, that's fine. We'll take a little more distance to them. This should be just fine. Sherman's half-tracks. Half-track, half-track, half-track. And there will be some from the top too. Okay. We should be seeing a lot more aircraft. I'm guessing they're waiting for the tanks to show themselves. Yeah, one loss. Probably get a second one. Maybe even a third. Okay, here comes the main push. Ah, Sherman Dozer. It's I think that you can. It's very unlikely to get destroyed by mines. Hmm. Not quite sure how to position ourselves, because if we move a lot from here, it is guaranteed for the airplanes to come and pick us apart. This might be one of those missions that even if we win, we will suffer enough losses, so we might not be able to recover from those losses with the points we gain from this mission. Luckily, we have quite a lot in storage. Yeah, you are so dead. So dead. Yeah, I don't want to take the command, Tiger. I don't want to take the command, Tiger, there. Yeah. These guys are dead. Oh, half-track shooting. Yeah. Now things should start happening. Destroyed. Immobilized. Destroyed. And now we're losing the AA guns. Okay, we might get lucky because it's burning. Yeah, they abandoned the gun. That's wonderful. That's what I wanted to happen. Oh, it doesn't seem to have so much strike elements this time. So I'm guessing when he gets a chance to get more guns, artillery strikes, it prefers the artillery strikes. The AI. 7%. No, that's not good enough. 23, that's good enough. He didn't see the sniper. What's that? It's the better Sherman. Ah, this is gonna be quite painful. Please get some kills. Oh, this is gonna hurt. if you have that amount of artillery, it becomes quite useful. The smoke alone is worth it. On the other hand, his way of fighting guarantees a huge number of losses, so you can only go for a marginal victory. And I think I'll have to stop here for now. We'll continue later on.